Hey guys, I am showing you my new fitness tracking pocket size inserts for my traveler's notebook. I designed these and I am going to list them in my shop. It's Strange Muchness on Etsy. And you know, I was using some really cute inserts which people always commented on and they really liked them. So I'll show you those real quick. And these are from Lady V Designs. They are, I think they were perfect for fitness. I used to use them because I liked that it said seize the day. And I kind of just wrote out what I did. This is one blank. I don't know how I ended up with a blank one because I kept going. But when I cut her inserts out, I left the sides on and folded them over on some of the pages so that I could use that for something. Like put my grocery list or stickers, whatever. But I really liked her inserts and I liked having that extra flap when I left it on sometimes. So I'm going to show you how I designed mine to be cut. This is the one that I filled out already. I made some changes. This was my prototype and I made a few changes, like the circles that are around here. I decided to take them off because it looks like you completed that action and you were circling it yourself. So I wanted you to be able to circle it when you do it. So I took the circles out and I think I lightened the graph so that your writing would show up a little more. But I love this. I think it's so fun and cute. It reminds me of, you know, I spent 13 years as a personal trainer. So a lot of the pictures and a lot of the stuff you see me writing in my traveler's notebook on my Instagram and stuff, it's a lot of fitness and nutrition. That's just how I roll. But so you can see here where I left the extra flap instead of cutting off the side of the page. Because of that, I decided to write some titles on there so that you can use it, make it useful if you want to use it for something. If not, and you want it to just stay like, you know, a thinner, clean cut little booklet, then you can take that flap off. You can take all the flaps off. So I was kind of, my thought process was I would leave one or two on every week and then cut the rest off. But that's that. And here it is. This is how it'll look when you print it out. I'm sorry I printed this on accident on kind of junk paper. I totally forgot to change it to the heavier weight paper that I usually use, but this was in my printer already and it kind of started without me. But I put the cut lines a tiny bit of a notch up and a tiny bit of a notch down so that you can cut immediately on the inside and not see the line. I think when it's put exactly on, experiences that I've had with some others that I've cut, I still see the line and I don't want to cut the line off because then it's a little too small. You're folding at the 5.5, which is the exact center of the page. And then, like I said, if you want to cut this off, you can. If you want to leave it there to flap it over, you can. So I put here, fold or cut. And then this is where you cut and cut. And you'll end up with a cute little booklet, a 2-day page for every workout. So some of the tools that I use to make it easier on myself is this Martha Stewart scoring sheet, and it makes it pretty darn easy to, with this thin paper, I can do a couple at a time, but I don't usually use that thin paper. But, so I would go 5.5, and I would dig in to make my fold. Oh, You really have to hold it in place. And you know what else I found when I bought this Martha Stewart thing? I was so excited about it. I found that the bone folder that I already had actually works better with her tool than this one does. So I feel like this one doesn't even get into the crease. So I use mine most of the time. So if I wanted to fold these flaps over, I would score there too and score there too. So it's the 2, the 5.5, and the 9. Pretty easy. And that gives you the 2 flaps that you can fold over. I've been folding them over, all of them to the right, so that it's over the today and not inward. Does that make sense? So every flap folds to your right. And then you get your cutting tool. And you just chop it off. So we know that we want to cut with this tool I can do like several pages at a time. I can even do several pages of cardstock at a time, which is awesome. That's why I splurged on it. I got my coupon and I splurged on it. So I designed it, like I said, with the cut line a tiny bit too high so that you can hang it right off the edge and then be able to cut it off and not see it in your final page. So you'll do that on both sides. And then if I had scored this, I would fold it to the right. I would fold this one to the right and fold it in half. And then I'd have my booklet with all of them together. So that's how that's gonna work. And it'll look like this, like I showed you, even though this is not the final. This was the first try. You can see I cut, so if you go from the beginning, you've got the flap, once in a while I took a lot of them off. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I think it's going to be cool. There's a lot of good info that you can put on here. I'll kind of explain what my thought process was. First of all, I wanted it to have a vintage feel, kind of like the old bodybuilder style. And I wanted to have like a calendar, but make it a cute calendar and not really just, I don't know, I guess I was thinking a little bit more aesthetics here. So I've got a little yoga symbol that you can circle, dumbbells, heart rate, cycling, and water sports if you swim, if you surf. Sometimes people go running on the beach. I count that as much more difficult cardio than just regular cardio, so you could circle that for that. You've got your dates, you've got your months, and I think it'd be fun to just use like all your colors and circle things and highlight things and whatever. So you've got a notes section where you can write whatever you think you need to add to your workout. Like I know that I wrote the fact that I did my weight training as circuit style, so I put how many times I did a circuit. I put if I do it heavy weight style, things like that. I put this little icon there. I thought it would be fun to kind of give yourself some stars for how did I feel today during my workout? Did I feel like a total badass, or did I feel like I was kind of just going through the motions? Or you can put like your performance or how much more you did than last time. So whatever you decide to change that rating to, all up to you. You've got your stars. And then of course once you get to muscle groups, because you're doing like a split routine and separating muscle areas, you can fill that out here. You write down what your warm-up is, your exercises and your specifics with those exercises, your cardio, and then just some quick notes on your nutrition, like I used to do a lot of these things with my clients. We'd put like MV for your multivitamin or FB for your fat burner. Just some little coding in here, or you could write your usual breakfast. You could write what was in your menu if you've got your menu written out somewhere else. And then here, if you left this tab, this is the tab that would be on top of your today. So it'd be kind of cool to be able to use that area to decorate and kind of just put things that motivate you, gratitudes, whatever fun stickers you've got. So if you like that, you can keep that there. And then you've got your grocery list and you can write down if you took your supplements and things like that. All right, so I hope some people get to use this because I think it's going to be really fun